Hey, this is LizJSimpson, founder of the Big Money Movement, accompanied by
Cheryl Parks.
And we are going to have some fun. In this video, we are going to react to Leonardo DiCaprio and Wolf of Wall Street. Strap in. Are y'all ready? Because I don't know if I'm ready. I love Leonardo in this video. Let's go. Yes! Let's go! I would not have been able to take him seriously in this movie.
Let me tell you something.
Come on, let's go.
There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch.
What's wrong with it?
Duke it out! Hit him! Hit the fuck off of me!
Oh my God.
Now, if anyone here thinks I'm superficial or materialistic, go get a job at fucking McDonald's, because that's where you fucking belong. But before you depart this room,
Why were there shoes on the computer?
I know.
I want you to take a good look at the person next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not so distant future, you're gonna be pulling up to a red light and you beat up old fucking Pinot.
Oh my God.
And that person's gonna be pulling up right alongside you in their brand new Porsche with their beautiful wife by their side who's got big voluptuous tits.
No, it's not,
And who are you gonna be sitting next to?
not
Some
chauvinistic or
disgusting
anything.
wildebeest with
No.
3 days of razor
This was a
stubble
safe
and
environment
sleeveless
for
limo,
women,
clearly.
cranking
Right.
next to you in a carload full of groceries from the fucking Price Club. That's who you're gonna be sitting next to. So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing.
Say that.
Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. All you have to do today is pick up that phone and speak the words that I have taught you. And I will make you richer than the most powerful CEO in the United States of fucking America. I want you to go out there and I want you to ram Steve Madden's stock down your clients' throats.
Oh my God.
Till they fucking choke on it. Till they choke on it
this
and
why
they
they
buy
make their salespeople?
100,000 shares. That's what
This
I
would
want.
be why.
You be ferocious. You be relentless. You be telephone fucking terrorist.
I'm so ready to pick up the phone
Now
right
let's
now.
knock this
Let's go.
motherfucker out of the park.
Hey, Leroy. Your mama, she's calling you, man.
Look at that. I am like excited and like I don't know how to feel. I'm torn.
I am. I mean,
Talk about a leader and influencer though.
So
Like,
much here.
There's so much. How do we even?
so much here.
First and foremost, my adrenaline is pumping so high. Like,
Yes.
I don't even agree with half the shit he said, and I'm still like,
I
let's
know.
go. Let's go.
There's a phone.
Oh my God. Okay. Where do you even want to start?
So I would say you made the comment while we were watching this, which is this why they don't trust salespeople?
Oh my God, yeah.
Like this is where it comes from, right? It's all about making the money, getting your agenda, doing it your way. The other thing is, I want to add in, I think this environment is why so many women are like, not for me.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like,
No, not for me.
And I'm the girl who's like, shit,
Right.
I'm trying to get up in there.
Right. But there's so many business owners out here that are like, yeah, I don't want to be that. But at the end of the day, you can reverse it and find, like you mentioned, your why. Like your why can be just as passionate and ferocious as that in your own style. Right.
I agree. I think what gets me going is the energy.
Yeah.
Like how electric and how energized, like understanding, we talk about in sales how enthusiasm is contagious, right? Like this is the type of energy I feel like you do need to have for certain conversations Now, the motivation, I think, is poor here. Like him saying, we're going to shove the stock down their throat, whether they want it or need it or not. Like, you get stock, you get this, you get this. So I think the motivation is off. But the energy of like a compelling leader who's like, I have laid out the path for you. Whatever you have going on in your life, realize that your outcomes, like, the wins from this will help you in those areas.
Yes.
So block out your problems for now.
Yeah.
And focus on what you can control.
Right.
Which is taking action. And like that anchor and that energy, like that is electric. Like I live for that.
Yeah, that energy is bar none. I don't know that there's any other movie or scene you could pull to get that energy.
Oh my God.
I was concerned about his health at one point, literally. I'm like, is he gonna be okay? So, but you also saw that like it was like the team is all important, right? So they were all bought in, right? Talking about being a believer in what you do.
Ooh.
They were all bought in at the same level. You're like, when he was finished, everybody picked up their phones.
Yes.
It was not this idea of like, but I think maybe it's this way or that way. It's like, no, the big picture is what we're going for. So I love that energy too. Just knowing what your big picture is. What are you trying to achieve and having that passion and energy to go get it?
I just so relate because I'm like, that's the type of, like that energy is the type of person I am. I remember like even with building the big money movement and I was, we all have our voices. We all have our limiting beliefs and, the negative Nancy voice that shows up. And there's a message from Sarah Jakes Roberts. And I'll never forget when I was building the business and she has a message where she says, I only have room for belief.
Right.
And that became my rallying cry. Like, I don't have room for the doubts. I don't have room for imposter syndrome. I only have room for belief. Like, I have to drown out those other voices so I can focus on what's most important. And I know we talk about the women that we coach, like, you have to know what to do for yourself to tap into that energy.
Right.
Right? Like, that's the thing.
Critical.
Like, for me, and I joke, and it's not a joke, it's real, but I make fun of myself,
Right.
which is like, for me, I have like an inner gangster that wants to come out. So when I'm trying to tap into that energy, that's when like Hov, Jay-Z, Drake, Rick Ross, Young Jeezy, like I am tapping into like a cocky, arrogant, like I only have room for belief type of energy. And that's not how I communicate to the buyer, but it's how I change my own physiology. It's how I change my energy. It's how I change my attitude. So I can operate at a high vibration so that transfer, that energy, that passion can be experienced by the other person.
Absolutely.
What about you?
In your own voice, right?
Yes.
In your own
in
natural
your own
voice. Exactly.
authentic, ethical, integrous.
Yes, integrous voice.
Yeah.
100%. I think that that's the key, and that's really the mastering of sales communication is understanding when that piece comes forward versus the surrender piece versus the just listening and not reacting piece. There's so many pieces of it, and when you become masterful at it, you're able to just ebb and flow in and out and really stay authentic and genuine, but connect with your buyer's energy. And so bringing them up or slowing them down, going more into details, that's when you start to realize that it's an art and a science, right? Yeah, there's a science, and then the art piece of it is really understanding your buyer and how to bring out the best in them so that you can bring out the best in yourself or vice versa. But yeah, those two definitely go together. But scenes like that are just, I just think about from where we came.
Girl. Now, do we think that those environments still exist?
I think they may exist in small vacuums. I don't think they're going to be outed, so to speak, because for obvious reasons.
What are those obvious reasons?
Right?
Lawsuits.
Yes.
Prison.
Exactly, right. So I think that, you're not going to necessarily see it out there, but I know it exists in other industries because I've seen it, right, that are less regulated.
Yep.
I don't know that you're going to see that environment in financial services right now, but at the end of the day, yeah, I do. I think in smaller silos that it exists.
A part of his message that I feel like is a message we share in a very different language is the message of sales will solve these other problems.
Yes.
Like that just gets my blood pumping because we work with women entrepreneurs who have big visions, big dreams, and they are frustrated from trying so many things and not seeing success, or they're frustrated, they're shrinking because they're like, why can't I figure out business?
Right.
And we illuminate to them, because you haven't mastered sales.
Right.
And you don't have a business without sales. And, you know, for all of us, you know I've been through major tragedies and heartaches in the midst of business. Life doesn't stop. Like, life keeps going while you're trying to drive your business. But then, you know, I have people who are like, how are you going through all of these things and still moving forward with your business? But it's like, I realized that if I focus on the action and the effort, these things will help solve for the other problems I have right now.
Always. And that's another part of it, right? Is that salespeople typically, we come to the stage with a certain attitude, right? No one really cares what you're struggling with when you're in sales.
Oh no, your buyer does not care about your life.
They don't
situation.
care, not at all, right? So just, you know, walk lightly in terms of you bringing your whole self to the stage.
Minus your sob stories.
Minus the sob stories and the, you know, ability to commiserate and sharing too much and some of these things. That's partially why it is that ebb and flow.
Yeah.
You have to know when to say, listen, I have the same situation going on as you. I'm listening to you now, but I'm not going to dive into my situation, because right now is the time for me to understand where you are in your decision making, in how you're approaching this problem, whatever it is. So yeah, that's a huge part of it.
One of the things that we say in the big money movement is that survival is selfish. And I felt like that's at the heart of what Leonardo was trying to say. Right. He was trying to tap into his softer side. But, you know, I do believe that survival is selfish, right? And I think it's for those of us who have the ability to create opportunities to do good business. You know, why we're called the big money movement is because it's bigger than us. It's bigger than just the money. It's about the opportunities that you can create for yourself, the jobs that you can create for others, the social change that you can create in society, the legacy that you can leave for those that you love. When you focus on those things, like when you realize it's like, oh, if I take these steps today, these actions today could leave a legacy for my loved ones for generations. Yeah. These steps today could create jobs and a community or environment of inclusion for those who feel like they're not celebrated in other jobs. When you realize that that's the opportunity, then you're like, yeah, well, shit, I will pick up the fucking phone.
That's
like,
right.
What am I afraid of?
All day. I have a bigger vision, right? Than this fear of, what if they say no?
Yes.
Right? Or in this environment, what if they don't answer?
Yeah.
Or call me back.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, there's so much there. But again, just know that there's a science to it, which we've talked about before. And there's an art to it. And you just want to start to really observe. And I always say, if you're trying to be a good salesperson or sales leader, look around at who is selling to you and what do you like about what they do? Just from a genuine standpoint, authenticity, relationship building, what are some of the things you can pull from that? Because if that's what you like, there's a good chance that the buyers that you encounter, that's what they'll like.
I agree. All right. So if you are looking for ethical language to engage executive buyers, we've got you covered. So you can download 3 of our proven sales scripts to engage busy, hard to reach executive buyers by going to corporateclientscripts.com. And listen, who wants to see more of Leonardo? I know I do. Am I telling on myself? I'm telling on myself. So we have one more video of Wolf of Wall Street that Cheryl and I are going to react to called Pick Up the Phone. See you there.